Hi guys, it's Trisha. So today's show is a little bit different. I'm not exactly sure what's going on. First, Pipila was missing last week, and now Shauna is missing. I got this voicemail. I'm going to play it for you and then just see what happens. So if you see Pipila, or more importantly, if you know where Shauna is, please let us know.
Hey, Trisha, it's Siana. I'm so sorry that I can't do the podcast, but I've been kidnapped by the Benchling resistance, and I don't know what to do. They have me in a dark room. The only reason I'm getting this phone call is because I told them that I need to talk to you, and they really like you. So that's the only reason I'm getting to have this phone call. But I'm here in the dark, and they're not letting me do anything. And, I've been thinking, I'm so hungry. I was just thinking about, do you remember those, cracked popcorn kernels from Trader Joe's that were, half-cracked popcorn? They were, butter-flavored, and they were delicious. And then they freaking stopped making them. They just, discontinued it. I mean, why'd they do that? Those were so good. The other day, I was thinking about it, and then right now I was thinking I really wish I had some. Anyway, whatever. So if you can try and help get me out of here, that'd be great. I mean, it's kind of I'm not sure what to do. So I don't know if there's a ransom or some kind of snack ransom, but give them whatever they want because I want to get back to the podcast. Okay, talk to you later. Bye.
Benchlings.
Suess.
Brownie ball. Look at everybody's smiles on the face. That's the reason I love this place. I say daughter full of life and every moment.
Brownie sundaes are good when you stuff whipped cream in your face. Do 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 do. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sitting on the bench. Writing's really hard. We need another snack. And that is just a fact. Oh.
Hi, this is Elise.
And this is Trisha.
And this is Two Girls on the Bench.
The podcast.
We write on the bench.
We snack on the bench.
And most of all,
we procrastinate on the bench. Wait a minute. Something's different. Who are you?
I'm Elise.
You're Elise. What'd you do with Shauna?
I kidnapped her.
You kidnapped Shauna? Where are you hiding her?
In my room.
In your room? Is she taking a nap? Because I bet she would love that kind of kidnapping.
I think she's not.
So, Elise is actually my daughter. How old are you?
I'm 8.
And has a big interest in doing podcasts.
I actually do.
And offered to sit in because Shauna couldn't make it today.
I was so excited today, and we ate a humongous sundae.
You ate a humongous sundae?
It was a dream come true.
So today, we are going to talk about fun facts about Dr. Seuss because it's one of your favorite authors, correct?
Correct.
So go a little closer to the mic.
Sorry.
That's okay. So what can you tell us that's interesting about Dr. Seuss? I don't know very much about him.
I know a lot about him.
All right, go.
Actually, when he was little, I don't know, my age maybe, his father worked at the zoo. And when he went at the zoo, he saw lots of animals. He got special treatment. He got a balloon, probably. I saw that in the pictures of it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And when he came home, he drew some imaginary animals that were based on those animals on his wall.
Oh, on his wall. Did he get in trouble for that?
I think he did. Maybe on a piece of paper. It said on his room's wall.
Uh-huh.
That's what it basically said.
Mm-hmm.
And what do you think about Dr. Seuss?
Oh, I think he's terrifically imaginative. And I love his crazy made-up words, like there's a nookcase in my bookcase kind of thing.
But we do have a special guest today.
Oh, and that besides you?
Besides me. His name is The Footbook.
Oh, and this is a book you've brought by Dr. Seuss to share a little bit of?
It is indeed.
Is there a favorite page you want to read?
Sure. Of course, my little footlings.
Well, you, Elise, I gotta say, is the original Benchling.
I guess I am.
And we recently uncovered a photograph of her as a sweet little 7-month-old nugget, which for folks that don't have babies, that's just like when they're bubbly and cute and sit up and giggle and stuff. And she's on the actual bench that we still use as our bench today in a little Christmas hut, but she definitely looks like a full-on Benchling. So I will post that. And have you found your page?
Yeah.
The foot book is more about just feet.
Yeah, I have 2 pages that I want to share with you. They're pretty quick, actually.
Okay, go ahead.
More feet. 24 feet. Here comes more and more feet. And more feet. That's a lot of feet. Left foot, right foot, feet. Oh, how many feet you meet?
So he wrote a book all about feet.
Feet.
It's pretty cool. The
And
foot
kind
book.
of gross. Maybe.
Well, it was one of your first books. I think your other first book by him was Green Eggs and Ham.
Yeah. Also, this is a book that nobody actually reads. It's pretty long. Remember that weather book with like the goop book?
Yes.
That one is very long. Nobody actually
the
ever
oblak?
reads it.
The
Yeah,
oblak?
the oblak. Nobody ever actually kind of reads it at my school.
It's too long.
It's kind of too long.
Yeah. Well, what other
Yeah.
facts do you know about Dr. Seuss besides the zoo fact?
His wife had this kind of sickness.
Oh.
She didn't die,
Okay.
but she did die someday.
Well, of course.
Yeah, of course she did. And he probably died.
Well, he did, yes.
And did you know his name was Dr. Seuss?
Was it really Dr. Seuss?
It was. His name wasn't Dr. Seuss.
What do you know what his real name was?
I forgot.
That's okay.
But he changed it to Dr. Seuss. He used to work at, like, a Scholastic station. I think he got fired for some reason.
Maybe for
And then
drawing
he-
on the walls.
Really. And he, I don't remember why, but he did. And then they saw his terrific books that he started writing.
Mhm.
And then he got rehired, but then somebody started, I forgot the person's name, so that started publishing his books.
Uh-huh.
And then it became really good.
So I heard that when he was writing Green Eggs and Ham, somebody challenged him to use the same 40 words
That is true.
over and over again.
It is correct.
Yeah.
Where did you hear that?
I don't know. Maybe from you. Maybe a fun fact from you.
I never said that.
Oh, or maybe. I don't know.
Like someday on Facebook that you always read.
Perhaps from the Book of
See you
Face.
on the phone all the time.
What? I mean, my Twitter fans are calling.
Ring, ring. Hello. This is Elise here. I am here to make you stop peeing on your phone.
So I'm not sure what's happening right now, but our podcast has been taken over by a true benchling, and she's pretty stinking cute. So, Elise, have you ever tried, since we like to talk about snacks, have you ever tried a Dr. Seuss themed snack?
No, what is it? I'm listening.
You have actually. One time your crazy mom made you green eggs and ham. I took egg whites and I put green food coloring in them, made scrambled eggs, and then I gave you ham. And do you know what you did?
What?
You spit it out. And your grandma recently made you green eggs, right?
And yeah, she did, and they were actually pretty good.
You
They
ate
were-
them? Wait, you ate eggs at grandma's house?
No, they were like very plain. I just ate one bite, and it was
Oh, yeah.
kind of plain.
Well, it needs cheese, right? Or ketchup
they
or
need, like-
salsa.
Not salsa.
Yeah, dude.
Never salsa.
Oh, eggs and salsa are great.
If you guys out there listening to the format and you love salsa, give a thumbs up. And if you don't like thumbs up,
There's no thumbs up. This is not a YouTube video, you silly head. Well, I have a friend named Sean with a podcast called What Does It Matter? And he talks about eggs and salsa a lot. It's like his favorite food, I think. I think it's Dave's Salsa. It's like a salsa company that he talks about. Anyways, that was just a little side bench. So now we are going to pause and do a little writing exercise together. You ready? Anything else you want to say about Dr. Seuss?
he's amazing.
He's amazing.
Yeah.
Say it in the mic.
He's amazing.
Awesome.
Feel me.
Write it, bitch. Okie dokie. So we left and Elise made up a challenge. It's inspired by green
Da-
eggs and ham
And Dr. Seuss.
and Dr. Seuss. She said we had to make up 6 words that rhymed with bench,
It
or
was
5
a-
words
it
that
was-
rhymed with bench.
It was actually 16, but
We couldn't do it,
I can do it.
but we only had 3 minutes to do it, so we had to be
1,
quick.
2.
So,
done.
and then we had to put these words into a little story. So, I'll read the words and then you'll start the story. So the words we came up with were bench, lunch, pench, stench, kench, and wrench.
Let's get to the point now, Trisha.
And remember, we can use made up words because Dr. Seuss does, right?
Like the football.
Well, the footbook doesn't really make up words, but like
Yeah.
there's a
There's a lot in my crotch. I'm sorry, Mom.
There's a lot in my crotch. It's definitely a very strange Dr. Seuss book.
I'm sorry.
It's okay, honey. That was hilarious. I think he more meant like
There
the
was a lunch in my Kent.
or like the what's the one where it's like there's a
There was
I said
a-
nookcase in my bookcase, but there's
There's a
A
rocket
findo.
in my pocket.
Yeah,
There's
a rocket.
in my pocket.
a rocket in my pocket, not a rocket, and a
There's a
findo.
rocket in my pocket.
Okay. Careful, honey. And there's a findo in my window. That was another one. Okay, so Lisi's gonna read the most of this. So
My
right,
mom
are
only
you-
gets like 3 sentences.
I know.
Get more.
that's okay. Are you ready?
I'm the daughter. Once upon a time, in the city of Kent, where 2 benchlings roam, from the bench there arose a great stench.
The fixer decided to give it a wrench.
But he was too late because the lunch stole the bench and
Okay, I'm gonna have to finish this one because we got the giggles. So once upon a time in the city of Kent, where the benchlings roam, from the bench there arose a great stench. The fixer decided to give it a wrench.
wrench.
But he was too late because a lench stole the pench and left all his farts on the bench. And I have to say, farts are kind of a topic Lisi really likes to
No, guess
explore.
what? Guess what?
What?
She had the idea of fart. So I just laughed at that.
It was my
I
idea
said-
for the farts?
Yeah, it was your
You're
idea.
going to blame me for the farts?
It was actually your idea.
But you liked it.
Because it was a good topic.
Also, because you farted earlier, so it was...
No, I didn't. Cut that out. Cut that out.
All right, I'll cut that out. No, I won't.
Seriously.
All right, let's take another break and talk about the big snack we had today, okay?
Do you like to see shows or baseball games or other events?
Then you've got to check out our new sponsor, Seat Giant. Go to seatgiant.ca and use the code BENCH to get a 5% discount on your tickets. That's to music, sports,
And other items.
yes, and other items. So that's Seat Giant, code BENCH, and the link will be in the show notes.
Oh my god, I'll do that right now. Click, click, type.
Look
type,
at that,
click.
happy customer, saving
Ooh.
5% with code BENCH. that snack book! Okay, so we had a family snack book on accident today. We went shopping for tap shoes, which they didn't have your size. Lucy's going to be, what are you going to be in?
I'm going to be in Shrek the Musical.
Shrek the Musical. What part do you hope to get?
I think I hope to get one of the backgrounds or have like a line.
Okay, a line.
That's what I'm kind of thinking of.
And I think it's the people in the city, the evil prince's city or whatever that tap a lot.
Yeah, I'm learning how to tap in like my class that I'm in.
That's fun.
Yeah, it is actually.
On the search for tap shoes, we went to this shopping center and we were going to go to the sandwich place for lunch. And all of a sudden, Elise and her brother started saying they wanted spaghetti and meatballs.
I want spaghetti.
Exactly. So we ended up at Buca di Beppo, which is like this huge Italian restaurant that you usually go to for like events or dinner. So at 2:00, we sat down and had a huge mound of pasta. Good thing Shauna wasn't with us because it was pretty much all gluten and dairy the entire meal. But what did you have, Elise?
I had some plain noodles with some sauce with meatballs.
And did you like it?
I loved it.
And then there was bread, yummy bread.
A yummy bread. Like the flour underneath, it kind of gave it like a good dryness.
Like
to
homemade.
It, like a homemade taste.
And it was warm.
It was nice and warm and cozy, like a fart.
Like a fart? We're back to farts. No farts in snack book. Okay, make sure you keep your face up to the mic. Okay, so then the kid's dad went a little bit crazy, and he decided to order the biggest dessert on the menu. You want to describe it?
It was big. It was bold. It was the brownie bowl. And his sis for the score. Go Dodger! I mean Brownie Bowl Classic!
It was a brownie. Was that what it's called? The brownie bowl?
Nope.
What was it called?
I forgot.
I don't know what it's called either, but it was in a ginormous martini glass.
With humongous amounts of frosting and chocolate sauce.
Chocolate sauce? I think not frosting. I think you mean whipped cream. Like it was probably 89% whipped cream. And then there was chocolate and vanilla gelato and 12 brownies.
Yeah, the brownies were good. I didn't really like it myself.
What did you focus on?
I focused on the ice cream and the whipped cream.
Yeah, you definitely focused on the whipped cream. I focused on...
When it first happened, my mom said, nope, wait, gotta take a picture. And I'm like, Mom. and then after I'm just taking 2 more scoops, like,
yeah.
Lacey, slow down.
Yeah, she went pretty crazy. And then how big were those spoons they gave us?
Oh my God, they were like...
They're like serving... Well, no one can see you, dude.
I know,
but talking them, sit up.
They were like humongous, like...
They're bigger than soup spoons. They were like serving spoons.
Do you know a kid's finger? They were bigger than that.
Oh, definitely. They were like as big as your hand. Like, they were huge.
No, the one that they gave us on the side, the humongous one, was pretty huge, but those ones were pretty huge.
They were big. I mean, you don't usually use a spoon that large.
Yeah.
That was a pretty big spoon. So the bites you were getting were bigger than your face could, like, ingest.
I was like this. No!
So she's demonstrating the whipped cream joy, but we will put some pictures, and I have a video of you, your brother, and your dad just attacking the monstrosity.
My mom wasn't really attacking. She stayed healthy and clean.
I tried not to go crazy.
And also my face was a mess. And how come my brother's face only had like a little bit of whipped cream on it?
Because he was taking tiny bites on the edge of a spoon, and you, my dear, were filling your spoon up to twice its capacity and shoving it in your face. That's okay. Were you happy?
I was like this, ah!
It was a fun surprise. I'll have to look up what the name of the dessert was, but it's like the gigantic brownie bowl. It's kind of like, if anyone remembers the restaurant Farrell's, it's like if you get the trough of ice cream, it really feels like an equivalent to getting like a huge trough of ice cream and whipped cream.
It's not like I'll take a like in the movie theaters, you want a medium popcorn. It turns out like humongously big.
I think the whipped cream was your favorite part.
I think so because I didn't know the fudge existed yet.
I think you accidentally were eating that, even though you didn't know it. But
I think I did.
anyways, that was our snack book. It all would have killed Shauna because it was just full of dairy and gluten. But my family is lucky. We still get to eat gluten and dairy and order things like a trough of ice cream for fun on a Sunday afternoon. It was really fun, right?
It was actually.
And then we went to buy shoes, and guess what? They didn't have Lacey's size or my son's size, so I bought some shoes. Well, you ended up getting a pair,
Yeah.
but not tap shoes.
Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Exactly. So I think that's it for today. Thank you so much for filling in for Shauna.
Thank you. I'm your daughter, so you knew I was doing this.
I know, but I can say thank you. And when I asked you at the restaurant if you would fill in, were you excited?
I was like, this best day ever.
And if you have a podcast one day, what do you think you'll call it?
I'll probably do it with some of my friends. But
Uh-huh.
my main friend will be helping me. It will be Zoe. She's the funniest, and me and Zoe are like so funny. I'll probably have like 3 people, Zoe and Luna.
Okay,
That'd be
but
my
what will
main.
it be about?
It will be basically about funny jokes and snacks. With
It sounds like my podcast.
it's not gonna be your buffer. It just has snacks, funny jokes and snacks on the 3 podcast.
The 3 broadcast.
Yeah.
Lucy likes to call podcast broadcast, which I think is cool. Little throwback to radio times. So anyways, all right. So thanks everybody for listening. And
Wait, is this live?
no, it's not live.
Oh.
We say goodbye like people are listening. So if you're new to the podcast, this is a special episode. Usually it's a little bit different format, but I still wanted to get something out there even though we weren't able to do our normal recording. And Elise was very generous in offering to help.
Because I hoped.
And begging me to do it and loving it.
Yeah, I guess I was loving it. And bye. See you later, fans. And bye-bye.
Oh, also, you need to say, I'm going to say one thing, and after I say it, you say keep snacking. Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Keep writing.
Keep snacking.
And check us out on Twitter, our Benchling group on Facebook, and we're also on Patreon if you want to help support the show at all.
I told you, my daughter, no Facebook today.
If you want to support the show, I think I just said that already. We're on Patreon. Oh, I'll put the other promo in later. Okay. All right.
So
Bye.
bye. And stay safe.
Stay safe from
California.
lunches on the bench.
Stay safe from my Trisha. Stay safe.
I don't know what's
from
happening here, guys. I'm going to gently fade this out. Don't tell Elise I had to cut her off. This could go on for hours. This is what I have to deal with every day.
This was a podcast from the Podfix Network. You can check out more shows like it at podfixnetwork.com.
Okay, well, don't let your feet fall asleep.
Did you hear that?
Did you fart?
Yes.
Oh, my God.
I do that when I'm nervous.
You fart when you're
I'm
nervous?
just kidding. Oh, you should
Oh, man, dude. You just ruined the podcast room. You destroyed it.
Wait, are you gonna keep that or are you gonna?
I'm going to tell everybody in the world you farted. All right. Okay, ready? 3, 2...